What's going on, guys, and welcome to my Transformers The Last Night review. Now, this is a review that I kind of pushed to the side a lot. I never paid attention to it, I was like, maybe I can just kind of skip this one. But apparently you guys in the comments were like, do it, we want to see you do it, we want to see you talk about the movie. I am going to do two reviews of this. I'm going to do the standard review, and then I'm going to do the 40-minute extra long footage that we're going to get from the DVD. I'm not going to buy the DVD. My brother is, but because he loves Transformers, and he was supposed to be in this video, but he's like, nope, I'm not going to be in this movie with you talking shit about it, Mike. So here I am, and I guess you can tell that it's not going to be a super good review, meaning like positive. So anyway, before I start with my review of it, I want to quickly go through a little bit of history with my previous Transformer movies experience, Michael Bay style. So the first movie, I'm just going to rate the movies, the first movie through the fourth movie, just rate them, and then if you want to know why I rate them what I rate them, you can ask me to do a review on those movies, and I'll gladly explain why in the review they were given that. So the first movie, I gave it a 9 out of 10, and then the second movie, I gave it a 8 out of 10, and then the third movie, I gave a 9 out of 10, and then the fourth movie, I gave it a 9 out of 10. So I know a lot of people are sitting there scratching their heads right now like, whoa, Mike likes the Transformers movies. Yes, but I do have some problems with them. Like I said, if you want me to talk more about that, just ask me to do another review on that one, or those ones, and I'll do it. Why not? But yeah, those are what I would give the other movies. But now let's talk about Transformers: The Last Night. So Transformers: The Last Night is not really as good as we were hoping it was. I was extremely disappointed with this movie. This movie did not do a good job with their characters and with motivations, with character setup, with the story. It was just kind of all over the place, and we were focused on the humans too much. We weren't focused on the Transformers too much, and then when we were focused on the Transformers, it was like Transformers 1 where you could barely see the action, and then when the parts you could see the action, then it was good, but it suffered from that problem like the first movie. So let's talk about let's talk about the characters. You got Cade Yeager's back in this movie. He is on this mission, I guess in the trailers we learn that he's trying to help Optimus and stuff like that, which he does in this movie. Then you got Bumblebee, who I was hoping in this movie was going to be the leader role, but we only got a little snippet of that. We never got like a full-on, like, Bumblebee's the leader now type of thing. Everyone kind of treats Bumblebee like he's still that scout, that he's still that secondary character. I wish Bumblebee got a little bit more, I wish he got like a leader role, instead he didn't. And then Optimus and the Prime is in this movie, obviously. Can't be Transformers without Optimus, right? Optimus, he only gets about like 10 minutes of footage, okay? He doesn't get a lot of footage, you barely see him, and when you do see him, it doesn't deliver what, some of the lines he gives too is kind of cheesy. So there's that. Let's talk about Megatron. I really want to talk about Megatron because the original voice actor in the G1 series voiced him in this movie, and he did a good job, but I feel like his character at the end was weak, and I'll explain why in the little spoiler section. Let's talk about that little girl in this movie. Her role was so bad because she didn't have barely any screen time, and when she did have screen time, you kind of looked at her like you don't care, like she just was boring. And then you got that woman from the trailers Megan Fox copy, I'll say. Even though if you search her, she's like, I think she's like 40. Like she's got some old pictures, but in this movie they make her look like a supermodel. You know what I mean? Like, because in this movie, because when I watched this movie, I was like, I'm gonna look this girl up when I get home. But you know, when I did, she was like 40 years old. I'm like, what? So I was pretty stunned when I found that out. Michael Bay does a good job making old people look young again. Anyway, let's get into the story. The story is pretty simple. You know, the Autobots are still, the Autobots and Decepticons are still being hunted and stuff like that. And then Optimus, is trying to find the creators, and that didn't go well. Let's just say that. And then Optimus becomes the bad guy because of this enemy called enemy called Quintessa. That was her name. So Quintessa turns Optimus into, like we saw from the trailers, into this bad guy, into Nemesis Prime. Even though he never really acts like Nemesis Prime, in my opinion. So that it was kind of a weak performance. It wasn't strong as a Nemesis Prime. So yeah, that's pretty much the. And then Cade is trying to find this secret and trying to find out who the Last Knight is and stuff like that. So that's basically the movie. Is fighting the evil robot girl Quintessa and saving the Earth from Cybertron merging with Earth or whatever again. So they did this already I think like 2 times. So it's kind of boring at this point. So wow, it's just raining hard right now. Give me a second. All right, that's better. So like I said, that's pretty much the story. Transformers: The Last Knight comes off of as an unfortunate, disappointing movie. It just doesn't deliver like we were hoping for. I wish it was good, but it wasn't, and it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I walked out of the theater saying that movie sucked. It was terrible. It was awful. What was Michael Bay thinking when he made this movie? The editing in this movie looks so weird. It's so choppy sometimes, too. Sometimes when you see the Autobots fighting or something, the camera goes full screen, and then when you see the humans, then it goes widescreen. Like, what the hell is going on? And I actually went back and checked. They even did that with the trailers too. Like, what the heck is going on? Like I don't understand. Like, that was weird. Like, what did they use 2 sets of editing? Or 2 cameras? Like what were they thinking? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, when it comes down to it, the negatives win out more than the positives. The fight scene with Optimus and Bumblebee, it was pretty good, but the way it ended was kind of like Batman v Superman type of ending. It wasn't, but better, I guess, is the correct thing to say. Some of the action was pretty good. The humor was both negative and positive for me. Mostly negative because some of the jokes in this movie were just so bad. Like they were just so racial and stereotypical. You're just shitty jokes. They just weren't good. And one positive is from this movie, I think, in my opinion, is I don't think in the movie they ever refer to the Dinobots by name. I think the Dinobots could be saved, and maybe the babies are are Grimlock and Snarl and all the Dinobots. That would be kind of cool, and that would be a way for them to save the Dinobots, from being looked at as bad in the Transformer movies right now. That's what I would do, but like I said, the toys are already saying that that's who they are and stuff like that, so I don't know. The final verdict for Transformers: The Last Knight is a 4 out of 10. It's below average, unfortunately. I wish it was better. I didn't have this super big rage video because it's Transformers. You know, what am I supposed to rage at? Like I didn't even think I was gonna review this movie, so it's like, you know, wasn't too interested in it. But I'll spoil a few things, you know, and let you know a little bit more about what I thought about the movie. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're sticking around for spoilers, stick around. But for those of you who didn't see the movie yet, I recommend you don't see the movie because it just wasn't good. But anyway, like I said, thank you for watching, and let's do spoiler time for people who are ready for spoilers. Alright, so I want to talk about the Optimus and Bumblebee fight. The Optimus and Bumblebee fight was good, but I feel like, you know, when he was like, you know, I'm your friend, you know, like, and, you know, like, that was cool, but you know, it felt like deja vu to Batman v Superman, you know, in a way, but it just, I don't know, it just was weird. Cade Yeager's the last knight for some reason in this movie. I don't know why. I think it'd be kind of cool maybe if the girl was the last knight, you know, but, you know, they've had her be the wizard chick or whatever, so it's okay. The ending, the last fight scene, was bad. I mean, they had this stupid, like, it's like, this, the ending was like Michael Bay and Zack Snyder had a baby, and was like, and they even had a slow-mo gun in this goddamn movie. They had a slow-mo gun, and like, it was so weird in slow-mo. It was just so weird. Megatron was just, like I said, his performance was weak, and it was just dull. It wasn't good, and it was just bleh. Like, it just wasn't good. I wish that there was like a samurai versus knight thing for Drift. I mean, they could have killed off Drift. They don't kill anybody off in this movie. Nobody in this movie dies. Nobody, which is kind of weird. Like, the only people who do are the ones who are not even memorable. You know what I mean? Like when Kenobi or whatever his name dies. It's like, I don't even know who you are, you know? So, I don't know. That's a couple spoilers, you know, let you a little bit know more about what I didn't like about the movie. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.